Welcome everyone to this Let's Play of Super Mario Brothers 3 Super Mario All-Stars Edition, if you will. Alright. Yeah, this game was the one I liked playing the most when I was younger, and yet I never got very far. Like, I always got to World 8, but I never beat it. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. Oh. Yeah, I might be a little ticked off because, I just got done recording a session of Persona 4, and the way I ended my session of Persona 4, I'm not gonna spoil it depending on how these episodes air or whatever, but just, you'll see why I'm fucking mad right now. Ah, man. No, I want to say, alright, yay. Alright, so yeah, this is Mario 3. The highest selling, the second highest selling, NES game ever made. And, yeah, and number 1 is technically Super Mario Brothers 1, after all it was packaged with the system. But then again, I guess that doesn't count as a sold game. Most widely played game, if you will. Anyway. Kind of like how, the Wii Sports is technically the highest selling game ever. Actually, is it Wii Sports? I thought it was, Tetris that is the highest selling game ever made because of how many Game Boys were sold. It's always interesting to hear, like, what, is the most publicly conscious game out there. What? I was totally on that. Alright, and what's your reward here? A bunch of coins. And I sacrificed 1 life for a bunch of coins. Alright. And the sky hugging, and see. See if it'll come back. Nope, it's gone. Alright. And butt slam. Okay. Alright, yeah, and here is not so hidden item, the star. In this one, for some reason, it causes you to somersault like crazy. All of a sudden, the spirit of Mario is inhabited by the spirit of Samus, who's out there in space. And what I'm going to try to do is go to every single level, regardless of, like, whether or not it's needed. I'm going to go to every single level. That's what I used to do when I was younger, because I was like, yeah, I might as well play all of them. And that guy who I just killed is known as the... Actually, I don't know what his name is. I believe he is a... I call him the sock trooper. But I know he's supposed to be like a boomerang thrower. Get used to those guys. We'll be seeing a lot of those. Anyway, hidden item, but it's a bit tricky to actually get. But from this position, we can get coins, which are, of course, incredibly important. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, come on. Anyway. And now, let's see. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy crap. Whoa, oh dear. Okay, now, if I wanted to get a flute, what I would do is I would duck on this until I passed through the scenery and went behind the background. And then from there, I could run until I got to this border crossing. And then, if I kept going, I would have gotten what is known as a flute. However, I do not want to skip any levels. I am trying to go to every level I possibly can in this run. Which, for this game, is going to be quite a bit, because there are so many levels in this game. And so many of them seem to be designed as, like, you're not supposed to be able to go to everywhere. These boxes are rigged, by the way. You will almost always get the same item. But thankfully for that situation is that when you go to some of the later secret mushroom houses, you will actually be able to get rare items almost continuously. I believe you can actually get a anchor in this area. Oh wait, no, I think you can get like a ship, a coin ship. And the thing about a coin ship is, oh, darn it, is that a coin ship basically turns a hammer brother, or a sock brother, if you will, into a... It turns it into a coin ship where you can actually get a lot of, what else? Coins. However, the requirements to get them are always a little iffy. What I tend to see it as is like get all the coins and go under a certain time limit. And of course, getting any 3 of these, getting 3 in a row of anything of these on these 3 cards. Whoa! Yes, okay. Well, I didn't get the coin ship, but I think that was for something else. Instead, I got a blue mushroom. You got a hidden shop, and I believe this is anchor? No, a P-wing. All right. I've always thought that was a glove with a finger on it, but it's actually a wing, so yeah. One of the many mini games in this. Line up the pictures and get a prize. You get only 1 try. Yeah, I suck at these, so I just press buttons and hope things go well. Nope. I've created a scientific monstrosity. Now, believe it or not, this game actually does have checkpointing, because as you can see on the bottom left-hand side, this game does have lives. So I'm sure a couple of you are wondering, like, what happens when you lose all your lives? Obviously, you can't just go back to the beginning of the game, and fuck. Well, there's the first death. And notice the animation on the lava. Quite nice. But anyway, when you game over, what will happen is you will go back to the beginning of the game, and all of the stages act as if you haven't beaten them yet. But in an interesting bit of programming, whenever you beat like a castle, you will automatically destroy a gate on the map. And when you destroy a gate on the map, that will allow you to pass through levels you might not have otherwise. And here is a secret. If I keep going right, I will get another secret, a flute, which I will not get. Instead, I shall come here and die. All right. And anyway, that gate on the screen that's prevented me from going down at one point, it will actually disappear once I pass this level. And once I pass this level, assuming I ever game over, that because that gate will disappear, I do not have to go to levels 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And here is the most repeated enemy in the game. This is the Birdo of this game. I don't know what his name is. But it's quite simple. And this match is over. By God. Alright, and now we've unlocked this little number. I'm not really sure what causes the cards to come up, but they will come up quite a bit. So anyway, flip over any 2 cards to see if they match. Miss twice and you're out. There's like, I think there's 2 or 3 different templates that interchange. But if you lose twice in this, you will get out. But I think that's what he said. So yeah, generally stars have a tendency to be stars more than, or corners have a tendency to be stars more often than anything. But everywhere else is kind of random. Anyway, as I pointed out, like the gate that was separating these 2 points is now gone, so I can freely move around. Alright. Alright. Reverse what slide? There really is no purpose to me changing direction, it just looks funnier. So yes. And the raccoon tail, which if I'm not mistaken, this is its first foray into the Mario-verse. Ah, dang it, I didn't want to get that. And I believe I deliberately missed out on Coin Heaven in World 1-3. So here is a hidden block. Yeah, there was one in 1-3, I believe. And this is what it takes you to. A hidden level full of coins. If I did not just lose my leaf, I could actually fly up there and I would gain a decent amount of 1-ups. I love how this music sounds so majestic, and yet what I'm gaining is probably not even enough to gain 1 life. It could be the idea that I'm skipping past something, but I'm really not. My ending point is really not that far from where I was. But here's the thing, the missions in this game feel either really short or really long. It depends on where, when, how, and why. Like all things in life do. Anyway, this ending switching card thing, it's kind of random. I think there is a way to tell, and there's a tendency to get stars more often when you're running, but I've never noticed a clear repeating pattern. I did not mean to do that. Alright. The music in this game is actually, like, it's really, it's good, but the problem is, like, there's only, like, 7 tracks. So be prepared to hear this song a lot. Now, it may not bother you that much, but I am wearing headphones. Wait, can I do this? So, let's see if I can get under it. Oh, only 2. Alright. The mushroom, or the 1-up mushrooms, follow old school mushroom logic of going completely away from you. This is also where Mario started to... Actually, no, Mario 2 is where he started to have even more control over his jump arcs. But for the Japanese, this is where Mario first got a firm control over his jump arcs. Anyway, we're now going to face the Hammer Brother, my mortal enemy. But in this game, he is much easier. See? Much easier. Yes, you get a lot of... you can actually find power-up upgrades in addition to the power-ups you already get from the Hammer Brothers. Although how much more beneficial they can be, you know, depends on who's playing. And Toad has sadly been downgraded from his previous role. So now he's just here. And sadly, he does not respond well to armed robbery, so I'm going to have to go to here, where I get a leaf flower. Or a leaf power-up. Anyway, down to the castle. For the All-Stars update to this game, they actually changed all of the original kings into characters from Super Mario Bros. 2, so it's actually kind of funny to see them here. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change it back. Okay. And funnily enough, Peach is not captured in this game. At least not yet, anyway. She'll actually send you letters, presumably from her kingdom. Whoa. Oh, dang it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It's weird that, like, bullet bills, which are themselves characters, are now fighting alongside cannonballs, which themselves are not characters. A lot of interesting varieties and the patterns and the forays, I should say. I gotta wonder what obviously as us as like consumers are just supposed to be like, oh hey, they're shooting cannonballs at us, but what would the bullet bills be thinking, considering they are alive? And it's like, oh my god, my dead friends, you're shooting them. How dare you have me on your crew? Anyway, get to the highest point. I missed completely. All right. Anyway, and now this little thing is finished. And now somehow, don't ask me how, the entire ship either explodes or disappears, and Mario falls from the sky, what has to be 10,000 feet in the air, and perfectly lives. And even when he dropped the wand, it's not broken. Here is a letter from the princess. Now, obviously they say the princess, but it's like the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, princess of your kingdom, dog. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. It's actually kind of nice that they warned you of the mechanics, but it's not that necessary. It's kind of easy to figure out. I have enclosed a jewel that will help you protect you. I'm pretty sure that's not a jewel, Peach. Alright, and it looks like that's going to be it for this part of Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3. So next time, we're going to take on World 2. See you guys then.